right, beautiful people. Today we are going to go see the first Transcontinental roadway. I know, weird, huh? I guess it was commissioned in 1913 by Abraham Lincoln. It spanned 3,389 miles, and there's still pieces of it left. We're gonna go check it out. Let's go. I'm looking at the Saltair and can't go in. Historical building. I think about how it used to be, you know, in the 40s and 50s, how life used to be. And I just come to believe that we are in our own cultural revolution, just like Mao's China, except for, unfortunately, with us, we didn't realize that we'd been taken over by internationalists. They don't care what you do with your countrymen as long as you toe their line. Something we'll have to discuss more later. All right, so we're at the beginning of the Lincoln Highway. We got to go down further. This is the old grist mill. It was established in 1850. Unfortunately, we cannot go in because it's closed down, even though it's like clearly outdoors, but it's still pretty cool to see. Okay, so Benson Grist Mill. In 1850, LDS Church Apostle Ezra Taft Benson was authorized by President Brigham Young to develop a mill site at Twin Springs Creek to serve Mormon communities in Tooele County. In 1851, a sawmill commenced operating, and in 1854, the Lee brothers, skilled pioneer artisans, were hired to build the mill. The mill's largest mortised timbers were hauled by team and wagon from nearby, cannot pronounce that mountain, Quira? Oqua? Dang it. In 1855, the mill site community became known as Richville and served as the county seat until 1861, when Tooele was designated. In 1860, the E.T. Benson Flour Mill had one male employee and one run of millstones, which produced 1,200 barrels of flour, 72,000 pounds of bran, and 56,000 pounds of cornmeal, together valued at $17,000. In the same year, Brigham Young acquired the mill when E.T. Benson moved to Cache Valley. By 1862, the mill was referred to as Young and Rowberry's. Bishop John Rowberry began an early resident of Milltown. The mill that year reportedly processed 200 bushels of wheat per day under a 250 horsepower capacity. Wow. In 1922, J. Reuben Clark Jr., a U.S. ambassador to Mexico, later an apostle in the Mormon Church, purchased the mill. Earlier, its original wooden water wheel and millstone had been replaced by a metal turbine and imported freestanding grain breakers after finally ceasing flour milling operations in 1938. The mill was used several years for grinding animal feed. A volunteer committee was organized in 1983 to acquire and restore it. It's listed on the National Registry. Interesting. We got really lucky. This is the Donna Reed Museum. Pretty cool. 1853. Look how tiny, and people think that we aren't rich. It's beautiful. What do you suppose this is? Do you want to know what it is? We're at the Donna Reed Museum. So, Donna Reed Memorial Museum. This property was within the walls of Willow Creek Fort, which was built shortly after the first white settlers arrived. The main building was erected in 1852. J. Reuben Clark II purchased the property in later years and restored the building. The site was eventually donated. The log cabin and blacksmith shop were placed here in later years. The museum is named for the Donna Reed Party. In 1846, they stopped at nearby 20 wells to let their animals rest and gain strength before continuing their ill-fated trip. Oh, how sad. While crossing the salt desert, they lost many wagons and other belongings on the mud flats east of Pilot Mountain. The hardship suffered in Utah delayed their journey. winter overtook them in the Sahara Nevada mountains, resulting in their well-known catastrophe. Some of the articles left by the Donna Reed party are displayed in the museum. Check this out. Even though everything's closed, we can still see the outside. This is the LDS 1866 First Ward Chapel. Sorry. It's beautiful, of course. Well preserved. It'll be fun to go to church here. Oh look, they have like bikes. Old bikes. Interesting. How fun. So we have arrived on Lincoln Highway. Let's go see if there's like some historical markers. So this is the highway. It's little. You can only go 35 miles an hour. I wonder, like you've seen movies where they actually drove on this, I'm sure. I need to look and see when it was decommissioned. Could you imagine though going really fast this direction and then other? I mean, it's practically like one lane. It's practically one lane. You're gonna die. I wonder how many deaths were on that. There's gotta be something somewhere that knows something about something. Okay, we've reached the end of the highway. Little strip of land. There's like lots of places where you can actually find. I know there's better markers, but it's kind of far away, so I think seeing that museum was pretty cool, even though it was locked, but a lot of the outside was neat. All right, well, yeah. History. Mm-hmm. We drove where they drove in like 1920. But it's a cowboy. See, now that's probably, oh, he's got a cow. He literally is snaring a cow. That's cool. That's probably what you would have seen back in the day. And that's what it looked like.